Welcome back to Sledgehammer Horror, guys. I am Ken Sledge.
And I'm Ashley Sledge.
And let's talk horror.
So today we're here to do our review on Strangers Chapter 2.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about the positives, the negatives, and then we're going to spoil this film. You don't need a synopsis. It carries on from Chapter 1.
So let's get to the positives. So some of the positives, Madeline Petch, she is great. She's our lead, Maya, and she just really carried the movie. Her acting, her facial acting, she did really great.
Yeah, and Ashley loved Maya's nails.
Her golden nails. Okay, so we kind of talk about what do you have any positives? Do you have any negatives? And I was like, I like her nails. So he wrote that on there.
Yeah, so I literally wrote it on there.
The score is really good.
Whoever did the score overachieved.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, they overachieved for what the rest of this movie was doing.
For sure.
We do get a few on-screen kills, and the practical stuff does look good. There's very little CGI blood. So the practical stuff we did get, credit where it's due, that looked really, really good.
If you like chase scenes, this movie is for you. Lots of chase scenes.
If you go into a slasher and you're like, man, I love when they're getting chased through the woods. Oh boy, are you gonna love The Strangers Chapter 2.
Or getting chased through a hospital or getting chased through whatever have you. Yeah, this is your movie.
Mm-hmm. Richard Brake is always amazing, and he is no exception here as the sheriff. He just has this air of nastiness to him all the time.
Yeah, it's like he is so vindictive and just, yeah.
I've always been a big fan of his. Everything he does, I'm a huge fan of, and this is no exception. I did love his performance in this movie. So those are our positives. Now let's get into the negatives of Strangers Chapter 2.
Some of our negatives, there is red herring after red herring after red herring. It makes it feel unbelievable. It really just takes away from what the original film did.
It's one of those things where in the original film, every single thing that happened, and I'm not talking The Strangers Chapter 1, I'm talking the original 2008 Strangers, everything was so rooted in reality. In this movie, every single person you meet is so shady and suspicious that it's just you feel like everybody in this whole town is in on what's going on, and it's to the point where it's unbelievable and almost unbearable.
Everybody's a suspect.
Yeah.
At times, how every single person you meet sucks.
Well, I think they make you feel like they suck, but maybe they don't really suck, but they just seem...
They're unbelievably shady.
Yeah.
Every single person. And it takes away from the mystique and the mystery of the first one, where it's just everything was cut, dry. This is just unbelievable. Mm-hmm. A lot of off-screen, and an axe swipe hits the person right as it turns. Just off-screen, way too many kills like that.
Yeah, we'd like to see the kills. Come on now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cliche, bad character choices, and it just, again, it makes it unbelievable.
There's the door. How about I run into the dumbwaiter?
Let's get into the dumbwaiter. Let's shut the curtain after we go in there because obviously I'm behind the curtain. I don't know, just silly,
jumping out of a moving car.
Choices that is cliche.
Yeah,
it's so cliche.
So many of these moments where you're just like, come on, stop. Too much hide and seek type, scenes. There's never any suspense to these. She's hiding and they're walking around and, what are they going to see her? Are they not? Are they going to see her? Are they not? And you're never anxious. You never feel stressed because there's a Strangers Chapter 3. They already announced it. So we know that Maya's safe.
Right.
So through all this stuff, you're like, well, she's going to make it. She's going to be fine.
Yeah, which definitely did take away. Like you always say, you should never announce that you're doing.
Never announce you're doing a trilogy right off the bat.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing you can do because in the second part of a trilogy, like I said, she's safe. Mm-hmm. Nothing's going to happen to her. And I know that for a fact because there's going to be a part 3. They've already told me.
Yeah.
Terrible decision by the marketing team.
And we will touch more on this in the spoilers, but there is this really weird decision that they've made. It was very odd, and I don't know, seemed very out of
one of the weirdest
for
decisions I've seen a horror movie make in a long time. I literally was like, and I looked over at Ashley and she was just like, don't fucking ask me. But we can't talk about that now because that's going to spoil some stuff. So why don't we get to the spoilers?
So now we're going to spoil things, guys. Movie starts with a brutal kill. You think, wow, we're getting set up for some brutality, some gore.
It's the business guy from part 1 in a flashback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
We already seen that, right?
So Maya's recovering at the hospital, and we are confirmed now that Ryan died from his injuries in the first one. Like, we knew it, but now it is 100% confirmed Ryan has passed away.
Also, if you love flashbacks, this is your movie too.
Another-
There's so many flashbacks.
If you haven't seen part 1, you will here.
Yeah.
Because they're going to flashback to the whole fucking movie.
So there is a flashback to 20 years ago. You have this little girl, and she's getting bullied. Was the other little girl's name Tamara?
We'll find out as the
Okay,
movie
I don't
goes.
know. I feel like it was, but maybe not. But this other little girl stomps on her sandcastle, and the little girl that was getting bullied is like sad and like picks up her little doll-faced doll and hugs it
I don't know.
tight.
In these movies, I can't tell the difference between dollface and pinup girl. But it's either a dollface or a pinup. I'm assuming
I think
pinup
it's
girl.
pinup girl.
Because of what we see later.
Yeah.
But whatever. Everyone in the town knows about Tamara.
Like literally everybody. It's like a ghost story, but we don't know what the ghost story
No, we
is
don't know.
exactly.
We know we will, but
yeah.
it's just like, who fucking cares? We don't care who Tamara is.
No, we don't give a shit. Tamara's not home. She don't live here. Go away.
Well, the strangers show up at the hospital.
Yeah, I mean, you could have guessed that, right? And they start chasing Maya for far too fucking
Be ready
long.
for this.
This is a long ass, no tension, her hiding, them finding her hiding again, long chasing.
Mm-hmm.
And then she hides in the morgue. And
I don't know what they're called. Like
it's
the
like
pull
the
out.
pull out where it's like a freezer
Where they put the cadavers.
So she gets in there, and guess who she
She's
chose?
in there with Ryan,
Dead
baby.
Ryan. She chose his. I don't know how. I don't think they have their names on the end, but somehow she chose Ryan's door.
Well, eventually she does get out of the hospital. She's running and she's asking for help, and this woman's like, "You can't call the sheriff," and she implies the sheriff's in on the whole thing, and then a bolt comes through and hits her and kills her from a crossbow, and now this old lady's dead.
So she's like hiding, and she ends up stabbing Dollface with a pitchfork, and runs and locks herself in the bathroom. She does that a lot, only to get her. They crack open the door and like pull her hair, and this does look painful. She gets her hair ripped out, and then she escapes out the window.
But don't worry, if you forget that she was stabbed in the leg with a pitchfork, she did too, because she never shows any part of that injury. So I don't know if this is saying like that pinup girl is taken away and a new one was brought in because the whole town's in on the damn thing. I don't know, because she never shows any effects of getting stabbed in the leg with a pitchfork throughout the movie. She's picked up by these people that are really shady looking again. And
well, so when Maya was in the hospital, her nurse that like brought her meds and stuff was the driver of this car.
And the guys in the back seat are all like, nah, one just stares at her the whole time.
It's creepy as fuck, and like she's having these flashbacks of like them having the masks on, and so she's like freaking the fuck out.
So she grabs one of their Bowie knives and jumps out of the moving vehicle and hides from them, and they go after her and don't find her.
Yeah, so she, because she got stabbed in the first one, so she stitches herself up. I really did like this scene.
This scene was
she
good.
She did really great. Like I said, she acts really good with her face, and just like the way that she acts like she's in a lot of pain. Like it really did.
The practical effects of her stitching look really, really good. You want to talk about that weird decision? The strangers go unlock what looks like a shed, and there's noise in there. Then all of a sudden you get a POV camera shot. They have somehow trained a boar.
Oh, that is whack.
to go and find people, and the boar goes. It's very CGI, by the way.
Are boars trainable? Like, are they?
It finds her in the woods and tries to kill her, and then she ends up stabbing it with the Bowie knife. When I saw this CGI boar, I literally was like, I had heard rumors, but I looked at Ashley like, there's no fucking way. Like,
see, I didn't know. I was caught off guard.
I was just like, get the fuck right out of here, because this looks even worse than I could have imagined.
Shut up!
That's right, Beavis.
Do you think she's still going to be a vegetarian after this?
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't know. That boar was eating her. It's like the meat eats her. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
It was terrible.
So, more flashbacks. We have the little girl from the beginning. They're playing with little baby boars. And I don't know if I'm assuming it's little boy Sackhead that she likes.
I think so.
She likes him, and her bully ends up kissing him. So
she goes and kills a mouse. Yeah. Maya ends up at the cabin from chapter 1, and Internal Affairs is there as well. Mm-hmm. And he tries to load her up and take her, but as he's doing that, he gets shot with a crossbow bolt. So does the Suburban that she takes off in, which punctures the radiator. Get ready for another chase scene. She gets chased, and she ends up at another house now.
And when she gets to the house, she's like calling for help, and the next thing you know, it's the people that
was in the car earlier.
That was
the nurse
in the car,
and the army vet.
Yeah, and then the two creepy their roommates. But she wakes up and she's like all stitched up because
from her boar attack.
Yeah, from on her legs, and it's.
Oh boy! So apparently this has been happening for 10 years. And there's been 10 victims, and she's the first survivor. And she's like, why? And he's like, why is there got to be a why? And it's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Because the whole movie's trying to explain to us why. That's why.
Yeah. So he leaves. Like I feel it doesn't the roommate they get into a fight and he leaves.
So they're implying that he's Sackhead.
Yeah. So Dollface ends up at the house, and then
in the room.
Okay, was it Dollface and then like Pinup Girl in?
I don't know. I can't tell the difference between Dollface and Pinup Girl in this fucking movie.
Was in the room with her, and Maya like stabs her and like locks herself in the bathroom again.
Again, locks herself in a bathroom. The people that tried to help her, the nurse, the army vet, they were killed off screen. The other roommate,
everybody except for the really creepy fucking he's like really hostile, like always drinking.
And he drove away in a car and
and he was drinking.
And he's still out there.
Yeah, he's still out there. So, I'm not going to say that yet. So she runs to the ambulance because we forgot to mention this, but her sister was sending an ambulance to the hospital there to bring her back closer to her. So the ambulance shows up at this house, which I don't even know how the fuck they knew she was at this house because unless the nurse called, I don't fucking know.
Who cares?
But it doesn't matter.
Least of the issues
She
here.
runs to the ambulance and Pinup Girl's inside, and she ends up stabbing her. And
through the ear?
Yeah, it's like through the ear, and she dies. You think she dies. So Maya starts driving the ambulance, and then Pinup Girl is not dead and starts choking her out with this like red ribbon.
And she crashes the ambulance. Pinup Girl is killed now and revealed to be the waitress from the last one, Emma Horvath. At least in the dark, that's who she looks like.
It did look like that. And I mean, it was kind of confusing because like her hair's pulled back, and at first I was like, who the fuck is that? But yeah, it does look like the waitress from the
first chapter 1, and she had a little bit of a scene here in chapter 2 as well.
Yeah, and like in the beginning, and she was being very suspicious about listening about Maya was still alive. So obviously she has something to do with it.
Yeah.
So we go back in time to the little girl that was getting bullied. She ends up killing the little girl that...
The game they're playing, the boy that I'm assuming is Sackhead, he's knocking on the door.
Yeah.
And then he says, is Tamara there? And then she opens the door and kisses him. When she tells him to do it again, and when she opens the door, it's the Pinup Girl, and she beats her to death with a rock.
With a rock. And then this is when all the blood. The pinup girl,
This is where CGI blood is, and it looks like shit.
It looks so bad. The pinup girl, little girl, and sackhead little guy. They drew a smiley face, and her blood is like the teachers are running out.
And that's the end.
That's the fucking end, you guys.
Oh, but don't wait. There's a mid-credit scene, which is a trailer for Chapter 3. And part of that fucking trailer is Maya standing with the strangers wearing a pinup girl mask.
What? What are we doing? What are we doing?
It's either going to be a dream, a nightmare, or it's going to be a fucking Dr. Sartain moment. And either one of the three is a fucking dumb idea.
Yeah.
Dumb idea. Now, I am going to say this. When Chapter 1 came out, I championed for Chapter 2. I came out and I said, listen, Chapter 1 had to retell the story of the strangers so they could get there. But then Chapter 2 is going to be them making their own creative decisions. It's going to be better. Holy shit, if I could go back in time a year and a half and punch old Ken, or younger Ken, right in the mouth, I would, because he was very wrong. This movie is bad. It's a bunch of chase scenes with a bunch of illogical things happening around it.
Without
no
the
scares.
anxiety of it.
Yeah, because you know she's safe.
Yeah, like you don't feel that at all.
This movie's a failure. Is it the worst movie I've seen this year? No, it is not. But is it the laziest and most unnecessary movie I've seen this year? Yes. This movie could have been condensed into 15 minutes, and you wouldn't have missed a damn thing. Part of what made The Stranger so special is there is no reason. We don't know who they are. We don't know why they're doing what they're doing.
Because you were home.
Because you were home.
Now I was bullied, and I like to kill people, and
I don't care.
know, and pretty sure I'm assuming, this is just my thought, I'm assuming like the little girl, the sheriff's probably her dad.
That's why she never got in trouble.
Yeah, and now the whole town's covering up, and now it's a whole town thing. It's not just these three psychos. It's this whole fucking crazy ass town, it seems like. And I could be wrong, but that's what it seems like.
We will be seeing The Strangers Chapter 3 on opening night, obviously. But
yeah,
I have no desire to watch this movie.
I mean, we've already seen the first two. Like, we have to finish it.
Yeah.
We're not quitters.
We are completionists.
Yes.
If anything,
we are.
Sledgehammer Horror is
quitters.
completionist. So I'm going to give this a 2, and that's strictly on the shoulders of Maya.
Yeah.
Madeline, she's so good.
Yeah.
Everything she did in this movie was, and the score is fantastic.
The score is great.
There's not a bad actor in this movie. There was not the army girl was kind of bad. But besides that, no one was really horrible. They're just in a bad movie. Like, It doesn't matter who you cast in this movie. They're not going to save a bad script. And it literally felt like an AI script. Run through woods, fall down, get up, start fire, fight boar. What the fuck? Whatever, leave it in. Get to house, go to cabin. Ambulance shows up. It's like, it's dumb. This movie's fucking dumb. That's all. 2 out of 5. Dumb movie. Never will watch it again, even to freshen up for part 3.
I also gave it a 2 out of 5 for all of those reasons he just listed off. It's just,
I feel personally attacked. I defended this movie before it came out.
I mean,
I was like, this movie's gonna be better. The first one, they were handcuffed.
I don't think you said like it's gonna be better. I think you were like, I'm hopeful it's going to be better.
Well, still, I'm still let down.
I mean, I feel like we all are. I feel like we thought, okay, yeah, they're tied down. They have to retell this story in almost the same exact way. They're just not telling it as good as the original, unfortunately. But maybe, just maybe, they'll have something more creative to bring to the story, and they do not. At all.
So let us know in the comments, guys. What did you think of The Strangers Chapter 2? Did you dislike it as much as us? Did you dislike it a little more? Did you like the film? I hope you did. Really, honestly, I'm not being facetious. Mm-hmm. I hope you liked this film.
There was a young girl in the theater, and I heard her telling her mom, like,
that
was so scary.
That scared me.
Which is fine. That's awesome. That's
that
great.
Made us feel good. We looked at her, and we were like,
yeah,
cool.
Cool. What the fuck? No, I'm just kidding.
But no, that was awesome. You know, there was a young girl and her mom there. They had an awesome time on Daughter's Day. It's National Daughter's Day. And her mom took her out to the movies. They had a great time. The mom was talking about how it was creepy. The little girl said, she wasn't little, she was a teenager.
Yeah.
The teenager said that it scared her. And that was cool.
That's awesome.
You know, to see it through those eyes of somebody that hasn't seen something like this a thousand times. And better.
Yeah.
So it was cool to see that. And I hope that there's other people that get that type of reaction. I don't want anything to fail. But this one for me was a huge, huge letdown. So let us know your opinions down in the comments. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. It does help build the channel more than you know. And follow Sledgehammer Horror on social media. Those links are in the description as well. But until next time, keep talking horror,
Stay who you are.
and we'll see you guys soon.
Bye, guys.